Right, 5 grounded theory gurus, some of which have material that you can cite in your work, but I would suggest you have a look at their material if you are doing a grounded theory research. So of course you've got Barney Glaze and Anselm Strauss, who are the founders of grounded theory, and they're dead, but obviously you can still read a lot of their material, and you should always at least have 1 or 2 references to them if you're doing a grounded theory paper. But the 5 that I wanted to talk about, the first one is Cathy Charmers, and I think she was a student of one of the 2 original founders, and she's got quite a few books out, and very in-depth sort of sociological insights around grounded theory, and you really got to take the time and go through her books. They're quite lengthy and involved, but the more I learned about grounded theory, the more I valued Cathy Charmers' work, and she's a very well-respected researcher and expert on grounded theory. So Cathy Charmers, I'll provide links to all the people that I mentioned in the description of this video. And then 2 people that I used quite a lot, maybe too much, and this is always a danger. Don't overuse any 1 or 2 experts in your work. You must have a balance of people that you cite. Burks and Mills. Forget their first names, but that's their surnames, and they've got a book called Practical Aspects of Grounded Theory, and it really is exactly that. It's a short read, and it takes you through, step by step how you perform a grounded theory. Spends enough time, I think, on the sort of philosophical background and thinking behind grounded theory, but they wrote the book really to fill a gap that I think I certainly agree was there before they wrote it, where there was a lot of conflicting, confusing terminology and misunderstanding around grounded theory. And then the last 2 is Johnny Saldana and Graham Gibbs. Johnny Saldana is probably a leading expert on the coding aspects of grounded theory, and in my study there was one particularly interesting approach to coding that I took, and I had already gone through it and was writing it up, and then I was referred to Johnny Saldana's work, and when I went through it I found that it was something that he had explored, and I was able to refer to it and give what I had done some credibility. But if you really want in-depth insights and almost independently of grounded theory, just coding in general, in qualitative research, Johnny Saldana is really, really excellent. But again, you'll have to go through his material. I wouldn't jump around or proof text anything. Really absorb his work, go through it, read a couple of his articles and his books, etc. And the last one is Graham Gibbs. I'm not too sure about his background or if he's got any academic material that you can cite, but he has a very good YouTube channel. And really I think the vast majority of his YouTube videos are actually lectures that he's given on grounded theory, and he's just had a camera pointing at himself while he's gone through some slides and written on a whiteboard, etc. But also very practical, step-by-step demonstrations of grounded theory. And I need to do a course on grounded theory from my own experience, and I will certainly get around to that. So pop a note in the comments if you'd like me to put a course together on grounded theory. But hopefully that was useful. So 5 grounded theory gurus: Cathy Charmers, Burks, Mills, Johnny Saldana, Graham Gibbs. Good luck with grounded theory. It's tough, but very satisfying. All the details about these experts will be in the description below, and please pop a comment if you'd like to see me do a course on grounded theory.